guys, and welcome to my channel. My name's Yash, and today we're starting it off in my garage because I've got some car parts that I will be having to take out and post out because it was all sold out now, guys. So those that are curious about the Golf R parts from my previous video, they have all now been sold. So today's video is going to be super special. I'm super excited to get into this one. Today we'll be meeting up with my good friend Anthony, but as the Greeks know him, Andoni. Right guys, so I would like to introduce you to Andoni. Andoni, say hi.
Hi guys.
Right, so today's going to be special as I mentioned, and we just want to know a little bit about what car you drive.
So I drive a E82 135i N54 manual. I bought the car with just downpipes on it. So since I've had the car about a year now, and I've done intercooler, boost pipes, charge pipe with blow off valve, M4 coil packs, one step colder plugs.
M4 coil packs? Yeah,
M4 coil packs. It gives a stronger ignition because the N54s, they suffer with coil packs misfiring all the time. Okay. So I've done that to prevent it from happening all the time. Doesn't do it hardly ever now, so that's good. And it's a stronger spark and ignition.
Right.
I've gutted out my secondary cats as well.
Sounds awesome.
Cutted them out, gutted it. And the back box has the baffles have been bashed out of it. That was done when I bought the car. Yeah. So it is where it is, how the car sounds. It sounds all right. I would like it a bit louder. Right. But that's going to be in the future. What's the horsepower and like the torque figures on this? Do you know? Well, I had it dynoed before I had my boost pipes done, and my clutch was dying as well at the same time at street races at Gordon's, and on his dyno it produced 386 BHP back then. Right. Since then I've done the bigger boost pipes, I've done my clutch, and I would like to say, without saying fake numbers, within the region of around about 395, 400 horsepower. Okay. And torque figures? 606 Newton meters, that's around about 435 foot-pounds. That's awesome. Obviously coming from a straight six. Yeah, twin turbo. Yeah, twin turbo. Nice. And for suspension and brakes, anything special there? The suspension is completely BMW stock, okay. M Sport suspension. The alloys and the brakes that I've got, the alloys are stock, and the brake calipers on the 135, they came with 6-pot calipers on the 135s. So the brake calipers are, in essence, even though they're stock, they've got an aftermarket look as well to them. For those people that think that high milers are jalopies and lemons, scabba, as the Greeks say, as they say, yeah, I feel like don't listen to that. If the car, I believe, if the car has been maintained to a highest level and every precaution has been taken, changed, then the car will go on forever in my eyes. Yeah. The car, I bought it with 150,000 miles on it. Right. I paid a good price, 5 grand. I mean, you can't touch these cars now for that money. That's amazing. Wow. Yeah. And I'm on 170,000 miles now. I've done nearly 20k in 1 year. Wow. I've gone to Germany, I've gone to Belgium, and the car's never let me down. Never skipped a beat. Never skipped a beat, and it's just performed every time I want it to perform. Every problem I've had with it, I've sorted it, I've dealt with it, and I do my oil change every 3,000 miles. Wow. So I maintain that car, this car to the highest point ever. There you go, guys. High mileage cars, don't be threatened to buy one, because as long as it's been maintained, as Andoni said. I mean, it's got full service history from all the way from 0 to 150,000. Yeah. Obviously, since then I've been doing the servicing myself, so it hasn't been stamped in the book. Yeah, it doesn't matter, because you do it more regular than taking it main dealer anyway. Exactly, and I'm going to keep the car anyway, so I don't really care about the stamps. Okay. So you ready to go out in it? I'm ready. I'm ready to see what this is like, man. I'm ready. It'll be my first time being in this car ever, and we've been friends for over a year now. Yeah, and also I've had the car tracked by, shout out to Gio by Luke. He done his magic on it. He's basically set it up as a fast road setup. Okay. So most of the contact patch on the wheel is on the floor, and it hardly breaks traction. But all right, so let's get straight into it. I'm super excited. Yeah, let's go.
Andoni, we actually never spoke too much about who actually mapped the car, or how did you get to these figures?
Right, basically the N54s, N55s, B58s come like a tuner module. So you plug into your OBD and you can do it all through your phone. So it's MHD I'm using.
Okay.
And I'm using the Stage 2 Plus version 5, which was the first version they did, which feels better for this car because it's more aggressive and it's got the power all the way right through the RPM range.
Okay, so it doesn't die out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's an off-the-shelf map. It's not a custom map. It's one of their ones they're using. So for this car, that version 5 is one of the best ones, I think, in my opinion.
Nice.
And it performs really well.
So for those that obviously, like, let's just kind of dumb it down a little bit, because even at first I didn't quite understand. Is this like a tuning box, or is it?
No, this is a straight to the OBD ECU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So this tuning box is something that you add on to the car through the pressure sensors and all that.
Right.
This is just through the OBD that goes to the ECU, rewrites the ECU, and yeah, tunes it through the ECU with like ignition and boost and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not that clued up on that, but that's because I've got a tuning box on one of my cars, and you just plug it into the sensors. And
plug and play in it.
Yeah. Should we go where we're going?
We can go right.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. But I'd like to kind of drive it. So what's this like around corners and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's alright around corners. Yeah, it's good. You just got. It's a rear-wheel drive car, so
yeah,
you got to be wary of the back end coming out. But
you controlled it quite well.
Yeah, I mean the tracking, the geo that Luke done was amazing. It's like literally just gripping, and you turn when you shift it into the gear quickly, it just grips and goes. The traction control is very. It's not as intrusive as it was before.
Right.
So he's set it up so it's got good grip.
Shout out to Geo.
Yeah, shout out to Geo by Luke, man. He's done a great job, honestly. He's the top don in the game.
Okay.
For Geo's.
He's got a nice car as well too.
Yeah, he has.
S15's
That
nice.
S15's madness.
Yeah.
That's a beauty. But for cruising, this car you can cruise it.
I know, innit?
You've got the everyday usage there as well, which is good.
Guys, it's actually comfortable to sit in, so I could actually like enjoy a long journey in this.
Yeah.
And then you've got the power potential as well to beat or, you know, keep up with a lot of high-end cars.
Yeah. It's very underestimated.
Yeah.
Very underestimated.
That sounds so good, man.
It just grips and goes.
Man, that really pulls you in the seat.
It's the manual as well.
Oh man, I'm smiling too much.
Like, every time I get into this car, say you have a bad day.
Yeah.
You get into this car, you smile, no matter how bad your day's gone.
Yeah.
And actually, to be honest with you, on petrol, the car is quite surprising on petrol.
Yeah, let's talk a bit about that. What is it like?
I mean,
as a daily,
cruising on the motorway at 70 mile an hour, 6th gear, I'm doing around about 34, 35 miles per gallon.
Wow.
And cruising in town, it goes to about 20, 19 miles per gallon. And when I'm hammering it, it goes down to about 13.
Okay. It's actually really impressive for MPG.
Are we going left or right here?
What does that say? Well, you can go left.
Yeah, we can go left, yeah?
Oh, we can even go... Yeah, left is Epping, which is initially where you
I'll
want to
put the DTC on, so you get a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this not traction off?
No, it's one step.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's like each gear. Oh my god. Bro, each gear just throws you in your seat.
It does.
Oh my god, it gets faster each gear.
Every time you go into every gear, you got the power straight there every time. And it's like, it keeps going, it just keeps pulling like a freight train.
Literally. Do you know what, for someone that actually drives a fast car, to say that this car's fast.
And you've come from a car that puts the power down instantly.
Yeah.
As well.
Man.
For a rear wheel drive car, that's what I'm trying to say. I've got Goodyear asymmetric 5 F1 Eagles on the back and the front.
Yeah.
And hands down, they're on par with the Michelin Pilot Sports 4s.
Okay.
And I prefer how the Goodyears hook up
Right.
Because I had Pilot Sport 4s on this car, and I felt like they were a bit too quick, but the grip was as good as these, and these are maybe what, £100 cheaper.
Right.
So they're £100 cheaper than the actual Michelins, and they do the exact same.
Do they work like did they need to get hot first? Or?
No, that's the good thing. In the rain, even it grips in the rain.
Oh,
I've had people that come into the car and they've said it grips so well in the rain.
Yeah.
It would break traction with the traction control on, but then once you're over 60, 70 mile an hour, it's gripping from there on. It doesn't matter how bad the weather is.
I just can't get over this torque. Blow valve sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
It's weird, you know. This car kind of gives me like.
It's got like that Jap feel.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It feels like I'm in a Supra.
Yeah, it does. It's got that Japanese kind of what do you call that? That stereotypical Japanese.
Yeah.
Type.
Watch the Jap fanboys cuss us out for saying that.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like if they was to get in it, they would know what I mean.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a typical BMW, man.
No.
And I told you this off camera as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So for like the future of this car, what's your plans? What are you looking to do?
So I'm waiting for these turbos to blow. Ideally, I want to put.
Hopefully not today.
No, yeah, hopefully not today. I want to get a custom tune. So anyone that's good on N54s, please give me some kind of
Guidance.
advice. Yeah, on who's good on the N54s in England, because there's quite a lot of American tuners that are great.
Yeah. Okay, so it's actually my turn to drive the car now.
Yeah.
So, considering I don't drive a manual, I would like to say that I'm actually really good. I don't stall. Just make sure this is all right.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Okay. The bite is actually, yeah, it's not that high.
It's not that high.
It's actually really nice. And do you know what I like as well? Like, I like how the dashboard and the windscreen is actually really close to you.
Yeah, it's nice. It's close.
Oh, that sounds so good, man.
Fourth gear pull.
Yeah.
It's a good car for where it is, man.
Yeah,
it is. I've got no complaints with it. No complaints at all.
That sounds so good.
The blow off valve, man.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So just give it a little second gear. Yeah, that's sick. Bro, it grips really well.
Yeah,
it kind of like a little bit.
Bro,
but
let me tell you one thing. Before I took it to Gio by Luke, man, honestly, the car would flash. Yeah, go straight, yeah. The car would flash. He's set up for me wicked, man.
No, that's nice, man. Very nice. Oh, little pop.
Little pops there.
Gio by Luke, mate, you done very well. I swear to God, like.
That's traction on it, it's not flashing.
Bro,
see what I mean?
like,
Don't have to have traction off.
I actually feel like I'm driving my Golf R, but manual. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Grip very well, and it's got way more torque.
Exactly.
Bro, for a car that's got high mileage,
it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it at all.
What would you say it feels like to you?
In regards to mileage?
Yeah, in regards to mileage.
Bro, I'm not even like gassing this right now, but it's like my Golf R's on, let's say, 18,000 miles, yeah? And this sounds as good as that.
Really?
Like, even when we were off camera and it was just idling, it was like, you know, idling is so sweet.
Yeah.
It doesn't judder, you know, when we like at traffic lights, the rev range ain't fluctuating like old cars do.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Man, honestly, it's got all the power there. This is, bro.
It does everything.
BMW, innit? Yeah.
It ticks every box.
It does.
You can get lemon BMWs though, that just never run right.
That's just due to the owners.
That is due to the owners, and I put that purely down to maintenance again, like we said before.
Yeah. Because I definitely say, like, you know, these engines can definitely go on forever if as long as you look after them very well.
Exactly, and
like third gear. That's like half a throttle.
You got to talk there.
When does the well, let's have a look actually. So we're at 2,500 miles.
You'll have boost there.
As soon as it hits freeze.
Full. Most of the boost comes around about. It's boosting from 1,500 RPMs. It starts full boosting after 3.5, and it's going all the way to 6.5.
God.
So it's got a long boost runoff.
And what do you change gear at? Because obviously I can see 8,000 here, but
Yeah,
what do you do it at?
I change around about 6,000. There's no need to straighten.
Yeah.
Because it's a turbo as well. I mean, you don't really feel it losing puff in the road range. It's very linear, but you can feel it after about 6.5. There's no need to go after 6.5.
I can't get over the blow valve, bro. It sounds so good.
See, the power's just always there.
And I'm short shifting, like this is just
like Scooby owners, short shifting.
Man.
No, it drives lovely, honestly. I've got no complaints with it.
Okay guys, well I'm gonna wrap it up here. Andoni, thank you so much for allowing me to drive the car today. Great car, man, and we'll hopefully have you back on the channel later on down the line once you've got this at its optimal performance.
Yeah.
You know, do you want to plug in your socials or anyone to give out any shout outs?
I'd like to shout out Andoni For really transforming the grip on this car, and my Instagram, Andoni_CYP.
Make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Andoni, thank you so much, bro.
No problem, brother.
Take care, guys.